My brothers and sisters, solar family, we back at it. I'm not in the mood, but we gotta get the show on the road once again. We gotta exercise discipline. We gotta be consistent. We gotta be persistent. We gotta be resilient. We gotta exercise perseverance. We gotta go and blaze it up today and light it up. So let us go, my brothers and sisters, and get this mission and vision emanated to the masses, the chosen ones, the elect. Light it up!
Check it, listen, coming through for your bun. I'm an intellectual to the precise decimals, mathematical root radicals. So see this, I mean this, the fire of truth. From the sheer might, the fire of truth.
All right. Woo! Motivation is the action, let go of distractions. Seek your passion, discipline. Your skills and your talents will be your ballad. The dancing of life is your light. Energy is a current to propel you forward. Haters with all the gas, use to blaze onward. Your mission in life is to rise higher, lift others like sisters and brothers from another mother. It's high time you caught the lightning and thunder, leaving your mark in history. Life is a journey, elevate the next generation. The soul such as remix, success has no limits. Righteousness and merits, and to the inspiration. So let you path to victory and leave all the misery. Some fall short and take L's, and some learn the lessons. Life is about growth and development. That's a fundamental essence. Willpower is a presence. Feel the vibes in the sentence. Animation, motivation, head to destination. The soul search to success. Alright, my brothers and sisters, let's get part 4 on the 33 hidden laws of self-mastery, manuscript codex, initiated and sparked in live, dynamical, radical action. So I warmly invite you to listen keenly and listen razor sharply, because you're about to get that true knowledge, that true wisdom, that true inner standing, understanding, equal standing, overstanding, and outstanding once again. Because as always and as usual, you know we're about to hit that colossal, juggernaut monstrosity, grand slam or home run, bringing all this knowledge and wisdom all the way. And that is a fire of truth. So anyways, brothers and sisters, we left off at part 11. So let us move toward that. So in part 3, we left off at number 11, environment shapes behavior. So you become who you associate with. So now we're going on part 12. So in part 12, on self-mastery, or should I say number 12 for self-mastery, energy follows focus. Energy follows focus. So the important aspect when it comes to this element of self-mastery is that wherever you focus your energy and concentration upon, that's where things begin to concentrate, blossom, and grow. Energy follows your focus. So in order to master your energy efficiently, you have to master the way you use your focus, the way you use your attention. So scattered focus scatters energy. So when you are divided with your energy, it diminishes your production. It diminishes your outcome, your results. So if you want the best results possible, my brothers and sisters, you have to concentrate your attention and focus like a razor blade, like a laser, my brothers and sisters. That's how you get the maximum output of your energetic resources. Self-mastery is all about your ability to control your energy and motion. Because in order to get things done effectively and efficiently in its proper structure and order, you have to master your energy control. You have to cut out the noise that's in your environment, that's all around you, from the people, places, and things that are not conducive and conductive to your constructive interference when it comes to your goals and your endeavors, your vision and your mission. You got to prioritize what's most important. So you have to have an established priority sequence when it comes to your plan, and focus upon that and getting it done and complete. Mastery is all about, the essence of it is energy control. Dynamically, radically, all around you. Whether it's mental energy control, psychological, physical, spiritual, soulful energy control, relationship energy control, you have to master all these elements. Elements is the power of your mentality. That's what an element is. The power of your mentality. L is power, is the authority. It is the control of your mentality. Ment, element, the power of your mentality. Mind over matters makes you the master. When your mind is subjected to the matters, that leads you to disaster. You have to keep that in mind. Energy can be your greatest benefit and also your greatest detriment, depending on how you use it. So you got to use it efficiently and effectively so you can produce the good results that you're looking for. And so your energy is not scattered and wasted, causing you to have a divided mentality, which takes away from you emphasizing the constructive build that you're attempting to do in life. So, when you have focused attention, it often produces much more vitality, immersion. When you have more vitality, you're able to immerse yourself within the flow state, the zone state. This allows things to move in tune and in alignment. When you have a divided mind, a fractionalized mind, focusing on many different things, it diminishes the immersion process, the flow state and the zone state. You want to be in alignment and attunement because that's the best flow when it comes to the operations of movement. You got to immerse yourself fully to get the best results. This gives you the best momentum to propel you forward and leaks far less energy into trivial things that break up and diminish your progress in life. Let us move on to number 13. What you tolerate trains reality. So every tolerated pattern teaches others and yourself what is acceptable. Why are you tolerating disrespect, clutter, excuses, broken promises? Normalize them. Broken promises, normalize them. Why do you allow this to happen? So my brothers, this is the important element you need to know when it comes to this 13th law of self-mastery, is that you have to establish standards in your life. And you cannot allow people to go under the standards. Otherwise, it affects your goals and endeavors, your plans, the flow state of your business or whatever productive activity you're doing. People have to function at a certain moral level, a certain character level, a certain standard in life. And you can't allow people to break your moral code, your standards. Otherwise, it's just going to slow you down. It's only going to diminish your plans, your goals, and your endeavors. So you always want to have an established standard that you won't allow anybody to go below. Otherwise, you have to remove them from your cipher of life if they can't accept a certain standard. You got to honor. You got to be honorable. You got to be respectful. You got to operate in structure and order, organization, rather than mess and clutter. Everything got to be in its proper category in order for you to function at your best. It has to have good energy flow, a good feng shui, so the energy could flow smoothly, so you're operating at your highest vitality, your highest mental state of intelligence and intuition. You want your mentality to be clean and free-flowing, allowing information and ideas to come to you freely and naturally without slowdown and clutter and fragmentation and division from violating the standards. Remove excuses. Excuses only bring you down and delay the progression of things in life. So leave the excuses out. Look for solutions instead. Instead of focusing on the problems, look for solutions. And make sure you honor your word, honor your promises, and normalize them. Do not tolerate when a person consistently doesn't honor their words, doesn't honor their promises. Do not tolerate that. Remove them from your cipher of life. You got to make sure you're regulating your environment and there's a certain standard is set. Because those people that are breaking your standards are only going to slow you down. They're only going to hinder your life, add more pressure and stress to your life unnecessarily. You have to bring those people, places, and things that are going to keep the standard and even raise the standard when it's necessary. Because life is about growth and development. That's the essence of life. So let's move forward to the next slide. So number 14. Boundaries create respect. Clear boundaries signal self-respect and structure, like I was mentioning earlier. Boundaries are not cruelty. They are guidance. They're guidelines. They're ways to keep things in order. That's the ways of a wise person. You have to operate with guidelines. Operate with borders, structure, and order. That's how you ensure consistency. That's how you ensure excellence and certain standards are met. Examples: time limit, emotional limits, standards for treatment. Let's go to the next slide. Number 15 of self-mastery, desire without structure dissolves. Wanting something is common. Building systems for it is rare. Desire needs calendar, metrics, routines, constraints. Without structure, desire becomes fantasy. So in order to effectively use desires, visions, and plans, it must be ordered and structured in discipline. We talked about discipline earlier. Having a desire, but having no system to guide that desire in an organized way, it ends up being ineffective. It ends up being an energy drain because you have to guide the desire with the proper information so it could activate the results you're looking for. Let's move on to the next slide. Number 16 of self-mastery. Pain can instruct. So, pain can be destructive, however, it can also reveal the truth. Pain may show misalignment, weakness, unresolved wounds, needed growth. Use pain as data, not identity. So when it comes to self-mastery, you have to be able to understand when something is wrong within yourself and within others. And then you have to come up with a solution to correct the pain or the destructive interference that is taking place around you or within yourself. Because a part of self-mastery is knowing how to utilize solutions to ensure that you're operating at your peak condition as consistent as possible. Because when pain is recurring within you, it's only going to slow you down from reaching your goals and your endeavors. Just as if pain is in someone else, it's only going to slow you down. You want to keep a harmonious environment, because if you have a harmonious environment, that contributes to the feng shui, the flow state and the zone state that you need to allow a good energy environment rather than a vampire energy stealing environment, because that's what pain is going to bring to your environment if you don't bring solutions forward. So it's important part of self-mastery is that you have to recognize and you have to be perceptive to your own pain, and you have to figure out why you have that pain, and you got to correct whatever you're doing wrong that's causing that pain. Just as you have to do it with others that are working with you and that are living around you and working with you in general. So let us go forward to 17 on self-mastery. Number 17 of self-mastery is comparison steals direction. Constant comparison pulls you from your own path. You lose gratitude, clarity, timing, confidence. Benchmark wisely. Don't obsessively compare. So this is a balancing act, my brothers and sisters. This is a balancing act you have to take into consideration when it comes to self-mastery. Comparison is important as a measuring ruler to see where you stand when it comes to your standards, when it comes to your plans and your goals and endeavors. It's basically the measuring ruler to see where you need to go in life, but you don't want to overdo it either, because it's going to take you away from your own plans and your own agendas that you must perform toward your goals and endeavors. Because everybody's plan is not the same. Everybody has different directions they're going in. But there is similarities that you could observe and take note of and see what that other person is doing right. That's going to be helpful to your plans. And it's also going to expose what they're doing wrong, so you could avoid that direction that they're going in, that you see that they're going wrong at. So it's a way of gaining wisdom, but you don't want to overdo it, because it's going to delay, it's going to distract you from your own plans if you do it too much. Do it enough. Only focus on the people who are going in a similar direction to you, but don't overdo it with the comparisons of looking there, up there. You're just going to waste time, waste your energy. Only focus on the ones that have similar things that you're trying to achieve, you're attempting your best to achieve, and take notes, the good and bad, and then you come with a solution to bridge the gap. So let's go to 18 now of self-mastery. And I think this is where we're going to end off here. Hold on. Let me check one more. Let me see. We're going to end at 19, actually. So gratitude is the next one. Gratitude stabilizes perception. When you have gratitude, gratitude doesn't solve every problem, but it corrects distortion. Gratitude stabilizes perception. Sorry, one moment. One second. 1 second. All right. Gratitude stabilizes perception. Gratitude doesn't solve every problem, but it corrects distortion. Without gratitude, you lack dominates awareness. Without gratitude, lack dominates awareness. With gratitude, resources become visible. So it's an important element in life that you have appreciation for what you have. That increases your mentality, your perception. Because the purpose of gratitude is to put your mental environment in a positive and good emotional state. While at the same time, you don't want to settle for what you have now. You appreciate what you have, but you want to also appreciate what you have while developing your plan and bringing things into manifestation as you progress through your goals and your endeavors. So that's an important aspect you have to have. Gratitude brings more positive results to the production of your action plan when you appreciate the journey, the process of building. Gratitude brings that positive feng shui to the mental atmosphere of yourself and the people around you. The good vibes. It keeps you in a positive mind state so you're able to achieve your goals. Rather than focusing on what you don't have, the negative things, the destructive interference, which is going to slow you down. So gratitude keeps you in a good mental framework, a good state of mind. So 19 is where we're going to end here. Number 19 is self-mastery. Integrity creates power. Integrity creates power. So gratitude keeps you in a good... Integrity means alignment and attunement between word, value, and action. Integrity means alignment and attunement between word, value, and action. This creates trust, self-respect, reliability, internal strength. Self-betrayal weakens confidence. So, like we mentioned before, you have to be truthful and honest with yourself and maintain the order and structure of holding strong with integrity, your moral character. Be honorable in your actions. Be honorable in fulfilling your promises, your commitments. That creates the power and confidence within you, and it allows others to be confident in you as well. So you have to keep that in mind. Trust, self-respect, reliability, internal strength. Self-betrayal weakens confidence. So always honor your word, honor your promises to the best of your ability. Always do your best. Leave the excuses away from your mentality. Always look for solutions. Even if there's a delay in your promises, always look for solutions and let your partners know. Let your friends know, family know, whoever you're working with know what's going on and why there's a delay. That's how you show integrity, trust. Trust is a very important thing when it comes to life. People have to trust you in order to work with you. And the way you show trust is you have to show that you're honorable with your words and you have moral character and integrity. That's how you keep the constructive interference going, the positive progression going in your life. That's how you keep the good vibes, the good feng shui, the good energy flow. You don't want the energy flow to be disrupted in a negative way. Integrity is an important element of your mental and physical environment when it comes to your relationships you have with others. So anyways, my brothers and sisters, we are going to conclude on 19 of the Self-Mastery, the 33 laws of self-mastery. Keep the words of the wise right here within your mentality. Words of the wise. So anyways, my brothers and sisters, that is the fire of truth, and nothing but the whole, living, unified truth. Until next time, my brothers and sisters, Solar Family, stay sitting on the edge of your seats for more lab blazes coming forward. We're going to set the schedules in the channel, so stay watchful for that, stay observant, stay in tuned, and stay aligned. Sun raising your consciousness of confidence. Sacred culture. You know what time it is. Enlighten your world. Light it up. Yo, banging on the beat, breaking the concrete, defeating demons on a daily basis, glowing radiance, raising the consciousness to the most high status, lumen lyrical brightness, supreme natural intelligence. There's no coincidence that I'm rocking, feeding the knowledge to the masses. Vets and youth always speak the fire of truth, wisdom. Life is about growth or development, so build your light for the tests in life. Never give up, never let up. That's what's up. You know what time it is, so push forward, elevate your mind on the sun and rise.
Yeah, check it, listen, coming through, fire bun. I'm an intellectual to the precise decimal, mathematical root radicals. So we see this, I mean this, the fire of truth. From the sheer might, the fire of truth. Preach, teach, the fire of truth.
Just levitate, levitate, keep your head straight. Just levitate, levitate, Even if the world is so cold, we just levitate, levitate. Set these spies.
Ooh. What? Slow motion this side.
Go in. Have the Israelites.
Woo, that's a killer right there.